Good evening and welcome to Left, Right and Centre. A strike by sanitation workers in Delhi over the non-payment of salaries, now joined by staff from civic body-run schools and hospitals, has virtually crippled the national capital since the 27th of January. As a state ruling party, the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP that also rules Delhi civic bodies fling accusations at each other, the crisis is mounting. But it's not just Delhi. For the last 7 days, Mumbai has been reeling under a massive fire at the Deonar dumping ground that has led to the worst kind of smog, choking residents nearby, forcing them to leave home. Travel a little farther south and Bangalore seems all too familiar with these crises, be it waste management, air pollution or road safety. What is happening to our big cities and why are they collapsing so alarmingly? We'll talk about that first, but later on in the show, we'll also be joined by my colleague Siddharth Patankar, who's at the latest Auto Expo. He'll tell us all about how auto manufacturers are dealing with the consumers' newfound awareness of the need to cut down on vehicular pollution in the latest cars that hit the roads this year. But first, of course, maximum cities to collapsing cities. Why are our governments and corporations not more accountable for the mess our big cities are in? Let's take a look at what's happening in Delhi today.
Delhi held hostage to the stinking politics between the Aam Aadmi Party government and the corporation's war over pay. National Highway 24 choked as sanitation workers stopped traffic and dumped trash on the roads.
Protests, piles of garbage on the streets, highways blocked and health services disrupted. The national capital has seen it all in the past 1 week. And what's clear is that it's just not a matter of rights, but a bitter political war being played out between the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party.
Joining the sanitation workers were over 16,000 teachers from the Municipal Corporation of Delhi who marched towards Delhi Secretariat, even resorting to bizarre forms of protests in their battle for pending salaries.
All the political parties has to be blamed for this entire scenario.
हमें आज सड़कों पर उतरना पड़ा है और आज हमने दिल्ली सरकार के खिलाफ श्रद्धांजलि दी है, अपनी बालू की आहुति दी है.
From Bengaluru came this attack on the Narendra Modi government and BJP-led civic bodies, promptly countered by the three mayors.
वो ऐसा माहौल क्रिएट करना चाहते हैं कि दिल्ली में किसी तरह से प्रेसिडेंट्स रूल लगा दिया जाए.
भ्रष्टाचार में लिप्त है ये सरकार और सरकार के मंत्री और सरकार के एमएलए.
सारी दिल्ली के लोग हाउस टैक्स दे रहे हैं. वो हाउस टैक्स का पैसा कहां गया इनका? सारा पैसा चोरी हो गया. वो सारा पार्किंग का पैसा कहां गया? चोरी हो गया. वो एडवर्टाइजमेंट्स का पैसा कहां गया? चोरी हो गया. हम डिमांड करते हैं इस सारे भ्रष्टाचार की सीबीआई की इंक्वायरी होनी चाहिए.
दिल्ली के मुख्यमंत्री ने इन निगमों को गला दबाने की सोची.
To end the capital's week-long crisis, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal announced a loan of 551 crore rupees, urging workers to call off their strike.
31 जनवरी तक की तनख्वाह वो अपने सारे एम्प्लॉइज को, ग्रुप ए, बी, सी, डी, सफाई कर्मचारी, सारे एम्प्लॉइज को वो पूरा कर दे.
हमारा ड्यू हिस्सा बनता है वो इनको देना चाहिए, बजाय इसके कि मैं 1 महीने की सैलरी दे रहा हूं, मैं 2 महीने की सैलरी दे रहा हूं.
केजरीवाल जी ने झगड़े के अंदर केंद्र उनको तंग करता है तो वो कॉर्पोरेशन को तंग करे. दोनों के झगड़े की वजह से आज दिल्ली की जनता पर पिस रही है.
And as politicians bicker over who needs to clean up their act, the mess in the city is just getting uglier. With Sonal Mehrotra in New Delhi, Anusya Mathur for NDTV.
7 days straight and the firefighting still goes on. Now, fresh blazes at several places in Mumbai's Deonar dumping ground. The mountains of garbage produce the easily combustible methane gas, which only fuels the fire, leaving locals choking under thick plumes of smoke.
कुछ सॉल्व नहीं हो रहा है और हम लोगों को धुआं नहीं, ये डंपिंग ही बंद चाहिए क्योंकि गोवंडी में इंसान रहते हैं, जानवर नहीं.
For about 7 days now, 18 fire engines and 10 water tankers have been constantly working round the clock to extinguish the fire at the Deonar dumping ground. And while the fire brigade claim that they have managed to contain the fire at the main source, the main challenge that the fire brigade is now facing is due to the fire breaking out at small parts across pockets across the Deonar dumping ground. They're trying to extinguish that now, which only seems to be spreading. Fed up, hundreds of residents took to the streets, especially those living in close proximity of the smog, appealing the landfill be relocated.
Shut the Deonar dump. There is no other option. And it's high time that the Prime Minister as well as the Chief Minister wakes up.
The best way is to go to the corporate world, good corporate citizens like Unilever, ITCs, L&Ts, Reliances, to tell them to force the rulers, the elite rulers of this city, to privatize the entire garbage collection of Bombay.
Pollution levels rose dramatically from 28th of Jan to the 30th. Once the fire came under control, they dropped. The worry? Fresh fires will only add to the smog. Though the new dump yard has been allocated a few months ago outside Mumbai, environmentalists warn it will only relocate the problem if modern waste management systems are not implemented.
We do know in general that maybe construction debris could be a major source. We know that household garbage is a major source, plastics and various other things. We need to list them all, and we need to find ways of segregating each one and dealing with each one separately.
But for now, the struggle to breathe some fresh air. In Mumbai, Ankita Sinha for NDTV.
Right, well, Ankita Sinha now joins us from Mumbai on this. Ankita, we've seen a situation across major cities in India where issues of waste management, traffic, pollution are becoming front and center as far as even poll issues are concerned. In Mumbai, what's the fight really about, especially given that this Deonar fire has been burning now for the last few days? What are the local politicians saying about the tackling of the situation?
Right. So this time what's happening is in Mumbai, there are about 3 dumping grounds. One is in Deonar, Kanjurmarg, the other is in Mulund, which is again in central Mumbai. So what the people are now asking is move the dumping grounds to a place where the people aren't affected in case there are fires like this. Another thing that also has to be taken into account is how will you dispose of the tons and tons of garbage that Mumbai produces every day. Now I have with me a couple of residents from Chembur, which is one of the worst affected areas because of this fire that has been raging for the last 7 days. Sir, can you tell us how has this impacted your lives?
See, the repetitive fire that is erupting in Deonar dump yard almost daily has affected the lives of people staying in Chembur and Deonar in a very, very bad way. Even in the slums around there, I visited. Most of the clinics are fully flooded with patients having respiratory problems. People have started, if they can afford, they have started moving out from there to some other relatives' house in Bombay. And some of the societies I know, people are wearing masks to breathe normally. And some of them have gone on vacation outside Bombay. It's a very, very bad situation. Unless the situation improves, it will affect all of us very, very badly. And all the houses in Chembur and Deonar are having some patients with respiratory problems, each and every house. So that is the worst threat.
Basically what's happening is all political parties are sort of throwing the ball in each other's court. But you as a citizen, what do you expect? Accountability?
Definitely accountability, madam. Because I personally feel we all are accountable. But unfortunately, see, in case I break a signal, I pay fine. If I don't pay my taxes, I pay fine and penalty. Why not on this side? Ultimately, somebody has to be accountable. We just can't run away from this. And I don't think peace march or any such march is a solution for this.
So there you go. This is exactly what the people here in Chembur are saying. They're demanding that such incidents not happen in the future, and everyone must come together on the same page to ensure that this is stopped. Over to you.
Right, Ankita, thanks very much for joining us with all that. Well, to discuss the state of our cities more on the show tonight, we are being joined from Bangalore by Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw, who's the president of the Bangalore People's Action Committee and, of course, the CMD of Biocon India. We're also being joined in Delhi by the Aam Aadmi Party's MLA and spokesperson Somnath Bharti, who's joining us from his residence. From Delhi, we have Sudhir Vora, architect and urban planner, joining us from his residence as well. From Mumbai, we have Anil Ramchandra Patankar of the Shiv Sena and Rishi Agarwal, who's an environmentalist and an expert on urban development. Thank you all for being on the show tonight. Somnath Bharti, I want to actually open with you because Delhi's striking workers don't seem to be happy with the idea that the government has released about 550 crore rupees to pay off certain salaries. That's a temporary solution to a long-term crisis. What is the long-term plan that the Delhi government has as far as civic issues are concerned to tackle them?
Maya ji, now we all know, because in the High Court, commissioners of MCD, all the 3 MCDs, they had filed affidavits saying that till 31st of December 2015, all the salaries have been paid. So it was a very, very big lie spoken by BJP people that employees were not paid salary for last 3-4 months. Now the crisis which we all see, so-called crisis, it is a staged crisis managed by BJP to showcase their inabilities basically. They have failed to handle MCD. They have basically been involved in huge amount of corruption. Honorable Chief Minister today clearly and in unambiguous terms demanded a CBI inquiry. The money raised by advertisements, parking, property tax, they have all been looted. CBI is of central government, which is where BJP is. We are still asking that do a CBI inquiry. Our divisional commissioners had gone to MCD to ask for accounts. They were denied. Now here is a case where there is an absolute loot. We have paid every penny of MCD. We have rather, I just want your camera person to focus on this. This is a chart. This chart clearly shows how much money we have paid. If you look at it, as compared to earlier years, 2015-16, we have paid 893 crores.
Okay, all right. Let's just
in comparison to 526 in 2012-13,
right.
And in comparison to 14-15, it was 545.
Right, Mr. Bharti, just a moment. Mr. Bharti, just a moment. Let's get R.P. Singh of the Delhi BJP in on this as well. He's joining us on the show. Mr. R.P. Singh of the Delhi BJP. You know, the fact is this is becoming a blame game between the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party. At the end of the day, the Aam Aadmi really is suffering in the midst of all this politics because Delhi has pretty much become a garbage dump since the 27th of January.
See, issue is Mr. Somnath Bharti is saying that there's corruption in MCD. And he's saying that their Chief Minister is saying that let there be CBI inquiry. I'm giving an open challenge to him. Let the Chief Minister write a letter. It is within his domain. Let him write a letter to central government for CBI inquiry and let there be CBI inquiry into it. But along with that, he should send a CBI inquiry for CNG scam, for CNG sticker scam, for auto scam, for onion scam, all those scams. And let him write a letter. We are open to it. Otherwise also, the MCD accounts are always audited by CAG, and not a single time CAG has raised any issue. As far as the letter he is showing, I am showing you a letter written by the MCD Commissioner on 29th of last month, which is 4 days back, and it categorically states that Delhi government owes 731 crore rupees to MCD. Now, what he has given, what Mr. Kejriwal has given us, just arms. But we are not begging for it. We are asking for right. If Centre has increased their package from 32 to 42% under 14th Finance Commission, the 4th Commission report they have already tabled on the House. So according to that, it's more than 8,000 crore rupees which is due to MCD. But they are not doing so. And why is just giving for January, just February, March, let him commit that also that he's going to pay for that or not, and plus the outstanding which is due. They are only trying to do a slugfest. I'm making an open request to you. Let Mr. Kejriwal, Mr. Sisodia, allow me to complete, ma'am. Allow me to complete another second.
Very quickly,
Mr. Kejriwal, Mr. Sisodia, be on your channel. I'll send my 3 mails. Let there be open debate, and you be the judge. We'll accept it.
Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw, I want you to come in on this as well. You know, from the perspective of an outsider who's looking at what's going on in Delhi. Mr. Bharti, one moment, we'll come to you in a minute. Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw, from the perspective of an outsider looking at what's going on in Delhi, as somebody who's dealt with similar issues in your own city, what do you think is the way forward? I mean, we're also talking about, you know, the sort of civic issues as far as sanitation, pollution, traffic safety is concerned, rising crime. We're seeing that in Bangalore as well today. You know, how does the city tackle all this?
Well, I think every city is dealing with, you know, the municipality and governance around the municipality. And I think if you look at Bangalore, I think it's gone off. If you look at Bangalore, we have very, very similar issues, not in terms of what is going on in Delhi, but certainly we have a huge crisis on hand in terms of waste management. I think we find that we don't have, I mean, basically we are in a time warp. Every city is in a time warp because we haven't really paid enough attention to solid waste management. And I think because of this, I think we are seeing a lot of unhealthy mafias being created, whether they are collectively called the garbage mafia. So as someone said earlier on, I think one of the most effective ways of solving this problem is to privatize garbage management. I know that there has been a huge counter to this by the municipality. I know many gated communities in Bangalore have tried to deal with their own waste, but they have not been allowed to do so. I know that many waste to energy kind of programs which depend a lot on waste are not getting enough waste because of various issues.
Right.
So I think there is a serious issue.
And that in fact brings us to what's going on in Mumbai today as well. Rishi Agarwal, you're joining us from Mumbai, you're an environmentalist. The Deonar fire has been burning now for 7 days. Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw is talking about, getting together and finding ways to convert waste into energy. And here you have pretty much this landfill burning up, emitting methane gas, which is highly flammable, highly poisonous, forcing people out of their homes.
So firstly, I would like to just say that waste to energy is not as great a solution as it is made out to be. Some people have been saying that 10,000 tons of garbage coming out of Mumbai is a big problem. I can assure you that if 10,000 tons goes to 20,000 tons as well, it is perfectly possible to solve Mumbai's problems. It is a chronic case of mismanagement in the past 20 years. I entered the solid waste management advocacy and struggle in the post-Surat plague era, 1994. If you remember, Surat went through a bad plague, which really shook up Mumbai because we were very close to Surat, and there were a beautiful number of steps which got taken place between 95 and 2000. So for somebody like me, it is really tragic that between 1995 and 2016, we have come a full circle from the Surat plague back to the Deonar fire. And it's extremely surprising that as a society, we just don't seem to be moving up the learning curve at all. All the solutions that need to be done. In fact, where I'm sitting in the studio, just 1 kilometer away, I know a building which is doing such great solid waste management that it is not sending even 1 kilo of waste to Deonar dumping ground. So my open challenge to the BMC also has been that use this crisis to your advantage. By 2016, establish 1 million buildings which will be following the best waste management techniques, and the Deonar problem can be solved exactly in 2 years flat without establishing any new dumping grounds, because that is another big concern of mine, that a lot of the residents in knee-jerk reactions have been talking about privatization, opening new dumping grounds. I mean, are we so insensitive that we want to shift our problem? So just imagine the garbage which Mumbai will produce will be shipped 100 kilometers away and thrown on some tribals villages or some other area. I mean, don't their children, don't their livelihoods matter at all?
That isn't really an answer, as you're pointing out. Okay, so if you're saying it can actually be resolved, there are ways to resolve these issues. Mr. Patankar, Shiv Sena corporator in Mumbai, tell us why these issues are not resolved if the solutions are staring at us in the face. मिस्टर पाटंकर, अगर आपको मेरी आवाज आ रही है, अभी ऋषि अग्रवाल जी बोल रहे हैं कि जो वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट का मसला है, जो देवनार में जो आग लगी है, वो 2 साल के अंदर मुंबई सॉर्ट आउट कर सकती है. आगे कोई रास्ता हो सकता है जिसके जरिए मुंबई में जो गार्बेज इकट्ठा होता है उसका हल कुछ निकल सकता है. तो ये क्यों नहीं हो रहा है? अगर सोल्यूशन हमारे सामने है तो कॉर्पोरेटर्स और पॉलिटिशियंस क्यों नहीं इसको ढूंढ रहे हैं?
मैं जी हल अभी यही है, उसका रास्ता यही है. उसकी क्षमता खत्म हो चुकी है, उसे वहां तत्काल बंद करके वो आगे में शुरू कर देना चाहिए. और जो मुंबई में जो इतना कूड़ा कचरा जो जम रहा है, मगर मेन समस्या डेब्रिज के भी है ना. जो डेवलपमेंट हो रहा है मुंबई में,
बना सकते हैं.
मुंबई में जो डेवलपमेंट हो रहा है उसका भी डेब्रिज वहां डम होता है. और ये हजारों टन कचरा कूड़ा जो गीला सूखा अलग अलग नहीं करते, वो वही जाके डम हो जाता है, उसमें मिथेन बन जाता है. मगर उसकी जो कैपेसिटी है वो खत्म हो चुकी है. अभी कैपेसिटी खत्म होने के बावजूद उसको अभी
Mr. Agarwal, you want to respond to that?
वो तत्काल बंद करना चाहिए।
100% I want to respond to it.
उसको अभी वर्सोवा में स्टेट गवर्नमेंट ने
पाटनकर जी, अग्रवाल जी आपसे कुछ, पाटनकर जी, ऋषि अग्रवाल आपसे कुछ पूछना चाहते हैं।
जाएंगे उसको।
नहीं मिस्टर पाटनकर, मैं आपको वही एक पूछना चाहता हूं कि मेरे पास हर महीने कोई ना कोई सॉलिड वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट एंटरप्रेन्योर आते हैं। 2003 में एक बहुत अच्छा पायलट प्लांट एस्टेब्लिश किया गया था, जब जो डेब्री है उसमें से ब्रिक्स और पेवर ब्लॉक बनाए जा सकते हैं। तो जो बीएमसी है वो कोई भी एंटरप्रेन्योर को सपोर्ट नहीं कर रही है। सूखे कचरे को जो ड्राई वेस्ट रिसाइकलिंग सेंटर्स हैं उनके लिए जगह नहीं दे रही है। जो वेस्ट से बायोगैस और कंपोस्ट बन सकता है उसके लिए जगह नहीं दे रही है। तो इसमें बीएमसी की बिल्कुल लापरवाही रही है पिछले 15 साल में। म्युनिसिपल सॉलिड वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट 2000 रूल्स क्लियरली से दैट द म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन इज सपोज्ड टू एनफोर्स द रूल्स व्हिच इट हैज नॉट बीन एनफोर्स्ड।
अग्रवाल जी एक ध्यान में रखिए कि कॉर्पोरेशन की भी एक हद होती है। कोई भी पॉलिसी बनने के बावजूद उसे आगे लेके असेंबली के लिए आगे भेजना पड़ता है। कोई भी पॉलिसी वहां बन के उसको कायम नहीं किया जा सकता।
आपने इम्प्लीमेंट ही नहीं की पॉलिसी, मैं वही आपको बोल रहा हूँ।
ओके,
आपने पॉलिसी इम्प्लीमेंट की नहीं है।
So Mumbai has not implemented the policies. All right, let me bring the other guests.
नहीं,
you're nodding your head in disagreement.
माया जी मुझे पूरा करने तो मुझे बोलने दीजिए।
एक मिनट
माया जी मुझे बोलने दीजिए।
अच्छा, आप अपना पॉइंट खत्म कर दीजिए, और भी गेस्ट वेट कर रहे हैं। बोलिए पाटनकर जी।
हाँ माया जी सुनिए बात। वो बोल रहे हैं पॉलिसी इम्प्ली 2009 से 12 को जब हुआ, सब कॉर्पोरेशन में जो एक जब मसला खड़ा हुआ इस जगह का, तो सब कॉर्पोरेटर ने एक साथ उसको जवाब दिया है कि ये हल निकलना चाहिए। एक पॉलिसी बनते इम्प्ली महापालिका आगे जानी चाहिए, स्टेट लेवल के पास जानी चाहिए, वो आगे होकर वहां से।
Okay, Mr. Patanker, Kiran Shaw, before I go back to Delhi, Kiran Shaw, the thing is, everyone says solutions are staring at us. It seems so simple to make these promises come election time. The Delhi High Court, in fact, has now said that 13 corporator seats that are lying vacant by-elections should be held very quickly. I'm sure this is going to be an issue in the Delhi elections, and we let the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP address that. But, in Bangalore as well, it becomes political. These things become a way to garner votes at election time, and then once you win the election, it's all forgotten. Ultimately, how much can citizens take on for themselves? Where are the areas in which the citizens can get together and tell politicians that, look, whether you want to win an election or not, this is something we're going to do on our own because we don't trust you anymore.
Well, what I wanted to basically come in on was exactly what was said before. I think there are a number of opportunities to basically deal with waste. And I think what is happening is that our rules and regulations are just not permitting entrepreneurs to basically even convert waste to anything that's valuable. And I think this is where the problem is. When I talk about the corporators preventing these kind of, even waste segregation, which has been a very successful activity in Bangalore, even that has not been allowed to remain segregated because it's again mixed by the truckers and then dumped on landfills. Now the problem is that we've got a truck mafia who's paid on the basis of the tonnage that they dump on landfills, and therefore they do not permit any wet waste to be even transported to wet waste processing areas which are run by private enterprise. So I'm just saying there is a nexus between the corporation and these kind of entrepreneurial activities. And although someone said that yes, everyone can be a self-contained waste management site, it is not happening. I also agree with Mr. Patankar that debris is a very big problem, and that can be converted very easily into usable, valuable products. So I think unless we solve this problem, and I wish in the Startup India campaign, I hope they actually allow waste conversion entrepreneurs also to come in on this particular initiative.
All right, Sudhir Vora, you're an architect and urban planner based in Delhi. I've grown up in this city and I look around at what's going on. In the last 20 years, the way Delhi has just boomed. I mean, there's construction everywhere. The traffic has increased manifold. The waste has therefore increased as well. The entire city sometimes feels like an urban slum, except for the few square kilometers of Lutyens, Delhi. This is the national capital, and political parties are slugging it out over whose responsibility ultimately it is. I mean, you know, where does the buck stop really as far as the capital is concerned?
Well, as far as this present crisis which has happened in the Delhi is concerned, I think this is it's basically a political issue. You don't have a problem here of waste not being collected. You have a reverse problem. You've got municipal workers who are unhappy for some reason or the other and who are taking municipal waste and throwing it on the roads. You know, it's ridiculous. It's not a similar situation what's happening in Bombay or in Mumbai, where the waste is getting burnt, or something similar to what Kiranji is talking about in Bangalore. Delhi's this present crisis seems to be completely political, and now all the three parties, the Congress, the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party, seem to be using this for political gains or whatever they want to do. You know, but quite apart all the political issues, just like we've privatized things like power distribution, and in some areas there is now a discussion about water distribution being privatized. I think that time has come when government should work out regulatory mechanisms wherein these are services, you know, garbage collection, solid waste management, segregation. These all now need to be recognized as services and privatized.
Okay, so let's bring the Aam Aadmi Party back in on this discussion.
Used as an opportunity to turn around.
Somnath Bharti, you're listening to very sound, suggestions by the rest of the panel as well. Apart from the politics of it all, there is a real crisis in Delhi today.
Who is doing the politics? Is it we who are doing the politics? If you recall, a couple of days earlier, doctors of MCD wrote to us that we want to be under Delhi government and not under MCD. See, you pick up any area which MCD was supposed to handle originally, whether it be toilets or it be parks, parking, roads, anything you pick up, sanitation, nothing works. Nothing is working in this city. That is why possibly Honorable Prime Minister very easily separated. He said, I'm going to be making smart city, not entire Delhi, he'll be making smart city Delhi, which is falling under NDMC area.
Okay.